Have you ever heard a scream so powerful it feels like it could break glass or rattle your soul? That's Aryna Sabalenka every time she steps onto the court. At first, it's just a fierce grunt, the kind that you'd expect from a top-tier athlete, but then it grows louder, deeper, almost savage, as if every swing is a war cry. It's not just about hitting hard, it's about unleashing something primal. So, the real question is, how far is too far when power turns into pure, filthy rage? At first, the scream sounds like your average grunt, like every other power hitter on tour. But then it grows louder, more aggressive, more animalistic. And by the second set, it feels less like tennis and more like she's trying to scare the ball into submission. You know, it's actually really interesting and amazing how her scream evolves with every point. In the beginning, it's controlled, focused, but as the match builds, the scream gets more raw, more unfiltered, like she's unlocking a new level of fury that nobody saw coming. It's like there's a moment in every match when you realize that her screams aren't really just about effort, they're a part of the strategy. It's genius. It throws off the rhythm, it adds pressure, and honestly, if I were on the other side of that net, I'd be rethinking a couple of life choices, especially seeing a fuzzy ball of death rocket at my face. Her screams are like thunder before the lightning. You hear it and then boom, the ball comes crashing down. What starts as intensity quickly shifts into intimidation, and that voice just keeps getting louder, nastier, and bolder. Man, you can literally track the match intensity by the volume of her voice. That first set, controlled chaos. Midway through the second, a firestorm. By the time you hit the third set, full-blown primal scream that echoes through the stadium like a war horn. It's not just the loudness, it's the drama in it. Her screams carry emotion, sometimes rage, roar, sometimes frustration, but mostly just power. And the filthier the scream, the closer she is to demolishing her opponent. It's like her own built-in soundtrack. Now, one thing about her, she's not just drilling balls, she's letting out years of stress with every scream. And the deeper she goes into a match, the more it sounds like she's ready to bite through the net and tear your head off. It's raw, it's real, and it's freaking relentless. Her scream isn't just noise, it's a performance. You start to notice the pattern. Forehand, grunt, backhand, louder grunt, then bam! A scream so aggressive you would think that somebody just insulted her family and kicked her puppy. And somehow it keeps getting more intense.
That was quite a...
Wonderful. What a shot.
Honestly, by the third game, you're not just watching tennis, you're witnessing an exorcism in activewear. The way she lets loose vocally, it's wild, it's gritty, and somehow it only adds to her dominance.
Oh, wow, that's good.
There are a lot of players out there who hit hard and stay quiet. And then there's Sabalenka, who makes sure you hear her soul with every swing. That scream starts like a whisper of rage and ends like a punch to the face and surround sound. You know, it's actually almost musical in a terrifying kind of way. Her screams have tempo, they have build-up, and they drop like bass in a club. Except instead of dancing, everybody's just ducking and praying not to get hit with that next missile serve. You know, if tennis actually had a horror movie version, she would be like the final boss, and her scream would be the soundtrack. The longer the match goes, the darker and more savage that scream becomes, and it's honestly kind of iconic and a little terrifying. You can tell that she's feeling herself when the screams start sounding less human and more beast mode. It's like her inner warrior is clawing its way out through her chest and her throat. Kind of like a chest burster, right? Man, I'm all here for it.
Aryna Sabalenka pulls up.
By the second set, her scream becomes this gritty growl that seems to shake the air. It's not elegant, it is sure as hell not refined, but that's what makes it powerful. You know she's not here to play nice, she's here to dominate.
Wow.
There's just something about how it breaks the silence right after a rally. It's jarring, almost cinematic. 1 second it's just a ball bounced, and in the next it's her growling like she's possessed by the spirit of competition. And that spirit's hungry for blood.
Nice.
Some players use their game to intimidate. Her, she uses her voice, and the more aggressive she gets, the filthier those screams become. Like she's not even trying to hide the fact that she's ready to destroy. There's always a fine line between focus and, fury, and she dances on it with every single scream. It's like she fuels herself with the noise, and by the third set, the scream isn't for us, it's for her, and it's personal.
You gotta love it.
You watch her play and it's like a masterclass in raw emotion. The scream is a part of the package. It builds tension, releases pressure, and signals chaos. And the dirtier it gets, the more you know she's about to take over the match. So, what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below.